Money, power, respect. I be at the neck.
So man, we can't talk about the association without bringing up the fact that it's going to be new players joining the association. Is there anybody in the NCAA that has your attention?
Well, I think what you see in Duke. I think Duke even posted one of their first practices.
I've seen that.
Yeah, where Cooper went hard. And so...
And he dunked on the guy from France, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah. The top 5 or top 10, I guess, was published earlier this week. And that top 10 had Kansas, I believe, as the number 1. Kansas has some young, some young ballers. But I really think at the end of the day, as you know, Lou, playing college, you play, it's the last, in a close game, it's that last 3 to 4 minutes. How do you fare? And Cooper Flagg appears to be the real deal.
He does, man. He's one of those players where, like, you'll see him and you're like, I mean, okay. But then once you really see him ball, you're like, wow, hold up now. Duke, I'm from Durham, North Carolina, first and foremost, so Duke is always in my, in my forefront. Duke, to me, in all honesty, the past 2 years hadn't been the same without my man, Coach K. I think with this lineup that they have this year, it's going to bring that intensity back.
I got a question for you, though.
Yeah.
What do you think about the move of former Kentucky coach out to
where did he go to?
Arkansas.
Yeah, like we can cut that. I mean, we can edit that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he's an SEC team.
Yeah, man. Calipari, man. That was a shocker. It was getting to the point where it was like, when is he ever going to get back to what he was doing? But I think Calipari, he's going to have to get hip to the NIL now. Things are a little different. Different when the NIL wasn't as out there, right? And I guess you could possibly pay players under the table. He probably had more of an advantage then. Now it's totally different, man. So he's going to have to really come out of his coaching bag. Guess what we've seen is that if he doesn't have those top players, and I guess that's just like any other coach. If you don't got the best players, like your coaching is only going to take you but so far.
I'm not familiar as much with that landscape in Southwest, but I heard there's money there. I heard there's tremendous boosters in that Arkansas regime, and so I would not be surprised if you get Cal. Maybe not this year. But by next year, he'll be bringing his guys in, and that NIL that you referenced will be a way that you'll see Arkansas sort of rise up the ranks. I think Cal can coach. I really do. And so I think just giving him the right players. We long forget, maybe a little bit before your time, but at one time Arkansas had Coach Nolan Richardson.
Okay.
Corliss Williamson, man, them guys, man, Coach Thompson, Coach Nolan Richardson, them guys ran. And so, don't be surprised if you see Arkansas make it back to the top. I know you want to talk about UCF.
UCF, yes, sir. Johnny Dawkins, I call UCF Duke 2.0. What I will say is, if I'm not mistaken, this would be the first. Well, first of all, let me not say the first because they had a great team when Aubrey Dawkins and Taco Fall faced off with Zion Williamson. I want to say it was the Final Four right before the championship game, right? But Mikey Williams, #1 prospect in my opinion. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first type of player like that Johnny Dawkins has had, where this kind of guy, Mr. Dawkins, can take UCF to a national title. Hopefully it's not going to be a situation where they face off against Duke and Cooper Flagg in the Final Four again. That's probably what's going to happen. But I think, yeah.
I'm glad you dropped that too, though. I was reading some information on Coach Dawkins and his success at UCF. He is a strong recruiter. He coaches well.
Yeah.
He's a former 76er. I throw that in.
Duke,
Yeah.
I mean, not the Knoxshire. But when it's all said and done, I thought it would have been dope. He would have been Duke's next coach in line. A funny story about this, too. I don't know if I've ever told you this before, but I played in the North Carolina Pro-Am League in 2010. I played with Seth Curry, Nolan Smith, Andre Dawkins, and the Plummer brothers. And everything about that program, man, it's a beautiful feeling, man. Like, it's a very beautiful thing.
I heard it's legendary from the time you walk into Cameron.
Cameron, and like you would think it's a big giant coliseum. Like let the crowd be roaring. The crowd and everything will give you the chills, man. You've been to the Spiders game.
Yeah.
Cameron Indoor is not bigger than the Spiders Arena.
Man, Lou, I'm gonna say to you, man, I want to give you kudos because you have worked yourself hard to get to where you are, man. You have put the work in, as the young folks say. And so, you know, the opportunity for you and I to sit here and talk association and go back and reminisce, and you're a young guy, but you know the game. So you're able to reminisce about, you know, some of the early parts of the association. And then I know your topic is, you know, let me look at this next brass of talent that's coming forward. And that's important because, you know, that's who we're going to be talking about in the next 3 to 4 years. You know, LeBron is at his, you know, he's probably 3 years out of the league.
He may try and wait for a Bryce.
Yeah.
He may.
No, but there is a new. We talk about Cooper Flag.
You're saying that you see a little bit of bird in Cooper Flag.
Yep, that's exactly.
Hey
what I'm
man,
saying.
if you said it, I believe it.
Yeah, he is that nice. He is that nice.